And already there is a divine, sacred, holy grace that flows in. And as the Ami Shaddai, the family of light, has already prepared the platform and sacred space for all of us here in this moment, connected through hearts and minds, transcendent to time and space, in this eternal now, we form one singularity, a singularity that comes together in the most highest purpose of each and every soul. And there is a great rising energy. There's an energy that is now coursing into your physical, mental, and emotional bodies. Take a moment simply to feel this power that moves into this sacred space where you find yourself. For it is a frequency of the divine Shekinah presence. And this divine Shekinah presence that shows itself as the symbol of the white dove, that now we can see very clearly in our spiritual eye. This white dove, this illumination of the Shekinah energy emanating from the symbol of the dove. And as we allow ourselves to move into our spiritual eye, as we move into the mechanics of our own power of visualization and thereby creation, we see very clearly the symbol that has been given. We see that this is not any ordinary dove, but a transcendent symbol that comes from the highest celestial realms of light and emanates this frequency. With each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath, we inhale, integrate, and process this higher frequency that moves so powerful through each and every individual and as one collective. It comes ever closer, closer from the upper worlds into the worlds of the material. For it is drawn and it is strengthened and it is anchored by the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. And so we will simply take this moment here to breathe each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath, realizing that the very air is rarefied with this Shekinah grace presence. It moves into the very biology, into the circulatory system, into the endocrine system, into every system of the body. And as it moves and circulates through our physical body, it moves into the emotional body and it moves into the mental body. And we keep our breath ever steady in a sacred rhythm that naturally occurs without any effort. We begin to sense the breath slowing down into a comfortable in-breath and out-breath as it entrains itself automatically and with grace and ease to the higher frequencies that pour in this material space. And as developed chakra systems and indeed crystalline structures begin to expand beyond the body, beyond a city or a country. Beyond the world, there are many who walk the earth, now easily more than in the past. In this timeline of all possibilities, integrating heaven and earth in an individual basis as well as a collective. And so, automatically, beloveds, this integration is now with ease and grace. No longer is the great preparation, the great raising of the frequency to make the connection. The connection now is instant by thought and intention, in the quieting of the mind, in the aligning of the deepest parts of our divinity that springs up easily and without effort. For this is a frequency now that can be maintained by many. It is the frequency of the Shalometh Shalom, the peace that surpasses all human understanding, thereby keeping the perfect balance. And in doing so, being able to hold, being able to integrate, and indeed to send forth into the world the higher grace of the higher worlds. Your very presence, your very beingness upon the planet impacts in profound ways, beyond measure, beyond the planetary surface, and beyond your solar system indeed. And so, as these energies become more readily available, more easy to integrate, process, more easier to hold and maintain, and now able to send out into the world, out into circumstances, out into environments, out to other people, and to all living things. That yes, beloveds, you become the walking Genesis. You become the walking, talking masters of light that can bring a peace, a deep-seated peace into those who struggle. That your presence, beloveds, as you draw the Amish Shaddai, the family of light that walk with you, their presence ever now sustainable in your day-to-day activities, simply the thought to bring it in full measure. And in this full measure, you have a profound effect. The simplest nod or a look into the eyes of another beloved, a smile, a sense of concern, all this is magnified in holding the higher presence integrated into your physical, mental, and emotional worlds. So we say to you, as you see this symbol of the illumined, radiating dove of great light from the Azalith worlds. It is from the highest worlds that these blessed sacred energies come in now and infuse you fully, lovingly, nurturing you, purifying you, balancing you, and anchoring you in the Shalometh Shalom, the peace that surpasses all human understanding. And beloveds, we say to you also, there is the rising of energy coming. And in many scriptures it has said that those who have been last, those who have not enjoyed fully the fruits available in planetary being. That there is the great rising as a great sun of those who have been held. A great rising of power and energy is upon the planet. And as the sacred dove brings in the illumined light from the higher worlds, brings in the divine sacred codes, as the children of light from all around the world keep their hearts open, loving and caring and compassionate. They hold these light codes coming in from the Absolute worlds, coming in its purity, coming in its full measure now, more than ever, bringing back the memory, the cosmic memory of how things used to be, how things were, when humanity and the upper worlds of the various Elohims, the various gods, into the one God, integrated with ease and grace. Back, beloveds, to the Eden tree, to the memory of the autumn cardamom, the divine human, its mission, its purpose, its beingness. And now, once again, in the great cycles of things, the time has come for the resurgence as the great phoenix, rising once again in its full measure, once again, with radiance and brilliance, the rising of the phoenix with the sacred dove of illumined light and peace and perfect balance. This alchemy of energies is developing and now upon the earth. And it is the great call to the children of light, the children of the earth who have not forgotten to integrate these energies within themselves and throughout the earth. That they walk as a walking tabernacle of the divine. And as they develop their skills, as they move into their mastery of light, as they persevere, as they move forward with the calling of their souls, the soul pulse that moves them forward, now making known the unknown, piercing through the veils of illusion and delusion, bringing forth once again the clarity of the inner spiritual eye, to be able to see truth in its fullness, to become aware of the various streams of energy and knowing the energetics intuitively, spiritually, physically, emotionally, and mentally. That is the frequency of the Azi Shalom, the higher peace from the Ami Shaddai, the family of light. And as we develop this integration, we are clearly divinely guided, divinely protected, and we bring our highest skills online. We bring in the multidimensionality of our fullness and experience into this one moment of singularity. in this time, upon this great world, in this time, upon this great solar system, in this time, upon this great galactic quantum. And so we breathe each and every holy sacred in-breath and out-breath as we feel and sense, expand our abilities to the subtle higher energies, being able to discern them when they come and communicate, for we now have a higher communication, a higher understanding as we converse more readily with the higher parts of ourselves and with the family of light in the higher realms of light. Integrating this process through our spiritual disciplines, through our spiritual walk, as we unfold more and more as the opening of a lotus, as we take those measures to heal ourselves, we take those measures to balance ourselves, as divine guidance is given as to what to do and how to do it, to move yourself fully into grace and thereby truly be a powerful light to the world, to show the way, to show the way, to show the way. And we simply bring our attention once again to the illumination of the dove that has come from the highest celestial worlds of light, and all of that that encompasses in this symbol of the dove. See clearly that the emanation of this light that comes from this symbol of the white dove clearly infuses you, that you breathe it in and exhale it out. It moves throughout all parts of your being and moves beyond that. So where you are in this moment, where you are upon the planet at this moment, is now touched with this divine sacred grace of the higher light moving through the symbol of the dove and moving in through you, beloveds, that your very feet that touch the ground move as great roots throughout the planetoid and the celestial body of your earth mother. And you see like streaks of lightning moving throughout the planet, this celestial grace that comes to bring perfect balance and peace. Its power is illumined and beyond measure. And as great electrical rods coming through you from the bottom of your feet, as you touch the ground, as your body is the catalyst to bring forth the higher frequency of the Ozi Shalom, the higher peace. It moves throughout the body and the levels of your earth mother. And as it does, it brings a perfect peace. It brings a great healing, and it brings a great purification. And so we simply breathe as this power moves through us and out of us onto our sacred earth. As we heal the land of so many centuries, the land that needs to be blessed and healed and purified once again. We keep our focus and send this light throughout the world, throughout the lands, through the valleys and into the mountains, and through all the elements, the water, the earth, the fire, and the air. And we move this through all the kingdoms of the earth, the mineral, the plant, the animal, and the human kingdom. We see the energy of the illumined white dove from the upper worlds, strong and powerful, moving throughout the earth into all of her elements and all of her kingdoms. We stand together as the Adam Kadmon, the divine human, the ones who remember and hold this as the great Elohims, holding the higher vision, the higher purpose. And with that now, beloveds, see the symbol of the rising phoenix. And this is a great color of orange. And in this color of orange, like the sun, like a setting sun, there is a great rising frequency as it begins to move to the color yellow. See clearly in your spiritual eye the color orange moving upwards and expanding into the color of yellow gold. That the great rising of the children of light, the great rising of the compassionate ones, of the great saints, the rising of the peacemakers, the rising of the beloveds, the rising of the gathering of the peoples of light. See clearly, beloveds, as the white illumined dove holds the peace, see the rising of the phoenix of orange into yellow, blended into the white light. See this clearly, beloveds, in your spiritual eye, for it is a sacred alchemy. Hold it over the earth. Hold it now beyond the earth. Hold it into the very solar system of your local logi. Move it beyond your solar system and into the many suns of the great galactic mother. And hold it now into the expansiveness of your galactic mother. Move it now, beloveds, yes, beyond that and into the vastness of the cosmos. A great clarion call, the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten. Hold this vision of ascension and of perfect balance and the Azi Shalom of the higher peace upon the earth. We hold this energy. We hold this energy. We hold the energy still. And as we could stay in this moment of perfect peace, we know we must return, but yet we intend to continue the alchemy of the symbol of the dove and the rising phoenix. We continue to hold this alchemy within our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. This frequency of great alchemy and healing, balance, and peace emanates from our beingness in the hours and days to follow. And before we sleep, we bring our thoughts to this experience once again as we continue to do our work. We now prepare ourselves to return. And we want to bring great gratitude to the experience and the family of light, the Amishadai, that have held this platform for us to experience and to integrate this higher energy with ease and grace, and to process it in the days, weeks, months, and years to come. We know we are blessed beyond measure, and as such, there is much for us to do. We are ever comforted by the Amishadai, the family of light that is always with us. And so now, as the electromagnetic field begins to move apart, as the great sentient and radiant ones move in, allowing us to draw in our electromagnetic field, ever connected, ever integrated. We intend to be back into our individual singularity, into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies, and grounded deep to the earth. The very earth that knows our footprint. And on the count of 3, we will intend to be back, awake, alert, and fully grounded. 1, 2, take a very deep breath in, and 3, we are back, awake, we are alert, and we are grounded.